Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to SFF180. Once again, it is Monday, June the 22nd. Where the hell is this year going? Good grief. And you know what that means. It's time once again for the mailbag, and it was a decent haul this week. 9 packages to go through. So let's do this. However, a couple of quick announcements first. If you missed the live show, the BookTube SFF Awards live show that we had a couple of days ago on Saturday, that was hosted by Kitty G. Well, you can still watch that. It's over at her channel. I'll try to link it. If you don't see the card pop up right there, look in the About section, and there will be the link to that archived live show. Talking a little bit about the awards, why we decided to do them, and just general chit-chat amongst us all. It was a lot of fun to do. We had some good viewers, good response to it. So you've got about a week left to nominate things for the BookTube SFF Awards, so get after it, okay? Also, I'm making good on my promise to make better use of Goodreads, so if you're not following me there, or friending me there, please by all means do so. Also on Twitter, a great place to get updates. Okay then, time to quit babbling and get into the books, shall we? 9 packages, let's see what we've got. This is gonna be a very heavy Random Penguin week, so this first one is an arc for Nightborn, which is the second book in Lou Anders' middle grade series, Thrones and Bones. Now, Lou Anders, many of you might recall, was the publisher over at Pyre Books for a great many years. He was one of the founders and the publisher at that imprint, and then left Pyre, finally, to pursue his own writing career. And interestingly enough, he has debuted with this new adult, not even new adult, not young adult, middle grade is what I meant, series. So yeah, you know, kids' books, but could be fun. Frostborn was the first one, and this is Nightborn, and it is out on July 14th from Random House. And it says that the series seamlessly draws on Norse mythology to create a richly developed world filled with danger, intrigue, and non-stop action, building on themes of teamwork and learning how to stay true to yourself, which are all good lessons to learn, right, middle graders? Nightborn is perfect for fans of Rick Riordan and Brandon Mull. So there you go. Okay, here's one from Gallery Books, which is a Simon & Schuster imprint. And if you're a Halo fan, this is the new Halo novel, Hunters in the Dark by Peter David. This looks like a finished copy. It is, and so it is out on June the 16th. So yeah, not much to say about these other than, you know, new Halo book, and I guess that they are cranking these out again in preparation for Halo 5, whenever that drops. So there you go, Halo fans, a new novel from Peter David. And something from Macmillan. Here we are, The End of All Things. This is John Scalzi's newest Old Man's War novel. It's the sequel to The Human Division, which was an absolutely fantastic, amazing book. I think it's probably Scalzi's best. It's one of the very few books that I've ever reviewed to get a 5-star rating. I don't do those very often. So I even did a video of it, one of my earliest videos, so you can see me clumsily fumbling through the video review of this. This comes out, okay, it just says August, but as with The Human Division, it is currently being released electronically in serialized form, and then the finished book will be out. You know, The Human Division, each chapter was released as a self-contained short story. These are all novella length, these chapter excerpts that he's releasing in ebook form. But it's a direct sequel to The Human Division. I absolutely love that, as I just said, so I am extremely excited to get into this one. The End of All Things from John Scalzi comes out in August. And the title hints that it might be the very last Old Man's War novel, but we will see. Okay, back to Random Penguin. This is a boxed up book, so it could be pretty chunky. Let's see. You know, I got to hand it to Harry Turtledove. The man just cranks out books like you wouldn't believe. Wasn't that long ago. Remember Joe Steele? I promise I'm still going to read Joe Steele, but this is something new. This appears to be part of a new series called The Hot War, and got the innuendos, just don't stop. This is called Bombs Away, which hopefully will not be a title that will give critics all kinds of ammunition. And it is available July the 14th. Alternate History, which is Harry Turtledove's bailiwick. And Bombs Away begins with President Harry Truman heeding the advice of General Douglas MacArthur, whose control of the ground war in Korea has slipped disastrously away. So it's another one of these where, well, we lose this war and then everything goes differently, and then history is a big different thing. So yeah, if you like Harry Turtledove, then you know the Harry Turtledove Book of the Month Club is delivering once again, July 14th, Bombs Away from Del Rey Books. I have to admit, I did kind of like the dust jacket design on that one, though. Here we have a package, again, from the Penguin Group. Well, this could be interesting. This is an ARC from DAW, which is a very rare thing for me to get. The author is a debut author, Phyllis Ames. The book is called Frozen in Amber, and it is described as a brand new urban fantasy perfect for fans of Ilona Andrews, who I'm lukewarm on, and Patricia Briggs, who's an author I actively do not like. But that doesn't mean anything. They're just trying to tell you where the fandom overlap may occur. This is out August the 4th. New clothes, new hair, new car. Amber constantly reinvents herself in any way she possibly can, but what she can't control is her form-shifting WerCougar that sinks its claws into her brain during the 3 nights of the full moon, even though she's a natural-born shifter from a prominent WerCougar family. I'm going to read this out here. WerCougar is spelled capital W-E-R, capital C, Cougar. Amber has been unwilling to change into her cat form ever since a terrible tragedy cost her the man she loved. Impatient with other creatures who embrace their otherness more than their humanity, she focuses on her real life as a defense attorney and stays out of politics. But after a blurry night of hunting, Amber notices changes in her transformation. When she hears of an experimental cure, she begins to suspect that she may have been unknowingly treated. With the help of Adler, a were-eagle, it just gets better. Amber tries to hunt down the secrets surrounding this cure, while staying off the radar of the FBI and CIA, who have always tracked and managed were communities. Frozen in Amber is a contemporary urban fantasy and paranormal romance blend that readers of Patricia Briggs, Ilona Andrews, and Jeannie Koch will love. Featuring quirky characters and high-stakes adventures, this is sure to be a hit with readers looking for a fun summer read. That's you, isn't it? Looking for a fun summer read. Frozen in Amber by Phyllis Ames is available from DAW on August the 4th. It's another Random Penguin book. All right, I've been hoping to get this, and now that it's in, not only do I have it, but it's a very, very good sign that things are starting to go a little bit more smoothly with Penguin of late. I've kind of complained a little bit about somehow how unreliable they can be about getting the review copies out. That doesn't appear to be the case anymore, or at least this week. But anyway, The Shores of Spain is the third by J. Kathleen Chaney in her series that started with The Golden City and continued with Seat of Magic. Again, they're in my pile here. I've heard nothing but good things about them from the people who have read them. But what's interesting is I believe they're set in Portugal, largely. Yes, this sort of, I don't know if it's an alternate history Portugal or a slightly fantasified version of Portugal. But, and again, I don't want to give you too much in the way of a synopsis here so as to spoil the first 2 books. But in any event, yes, it's the adventures of Oriana Paredes, a Sereia, or mermaid, and Julio Feria, and I'm not going to try to pronounce these Latin names again. It just, I humiliate myself terribly. But anyway, he's a wealthy gentleman who works secretly with the police force, and apparently they do amazing fantasy things in Portugal. So The Shores of Spain is now available, the third in the series from J. Kathleen Chaney. Okay then, this is the newest book by Elizabeth Hayden in her Symphony of Ages series. It's called The Hollow Queen. This premiered quite a long time ago with a book called Rhapsody, which I read, reviewed, didn't frankly think much of. A bit bloated, bit too, Harlequin romancy in a lot of ways. Bit too Mary Sue in the protagonist department, but it's kept going on, and who knows, maybe she's improved. The Merchant Emperor, this will be the direct sequel to that, which came out last year. And in any event, this was, yes, it's a heartbreaking tale of love and valor that will satisfy longtime fans or anyone looking for an enticing epic fantasy read. Next Tuesday, June 30th, The Hollow Queen by Elizabeth Hayden. And more Random Penguin. Okay, I'm pretty sure I've showcased this one very recently on the mailbag in ARC form, but in any event, here is now the finished copy. This is Dark Disciple, the latest Star Wars novel by Christie Golden. They are starting to, I think, accelerate the pace of some of these Star Wars novels, again, in preparation for the new film. And this one arrives in bookstores July the 7th. It features Asajj Ventress, former Sith apprentice turned bounty hunter and one of the greatest anti-heroes in Star Wars history. So, Dark Disciple on the 7th of July. Now, this final novel is a bit something different. It's not the sort of thing that I usually cover. For one thing, it's totally non-SFF. It's a historical novel. It's called Lizettes List. The author is Susan Vreeland. But the publicist got in touch with me about this, and I went ahead and said, yeah, sure, send it on, because, it sounded really nice, and I do like, this particular time period interests me. But in any event, it's the story of this woman named Lizette, And she is a lover of fine art, and apparently it involves missing paintings. You know, she has met Chagall. She is also just in love with paintings by Cézanne and Picasso and all that lot. And in any event, a bunch of paintings are lost, and she is in a big search for them. And that's what it's all about. So, and it has to do with, you know, like the Nazi theft of art during World War II and what have you. So I mainly just got this because I was like, okay, well, sure, you want to send it, go ahead and send it. And if I read it and review it, it would probably be a Goodreads exclusive review that I do. Because, you know, on the channel and on my website is strictly SFF. But I do like to read other things than SFF, I really do. I managed to work some of them into my reading queue, believe it or not. Lizettes List from Random House. If you like historical novels, it's available tomorrow, June 23rd. And that is it for this week's mailbag. You know, maybe not the most super duper exciting one, you know, that I've gotten lately, but you never know. There could be something in here that looks really exciting to you, and that's what matters. Does anything in here look really, really exciting to you? I mean, I know a lot of us are looking forward to the new Scalzi, and maybe some of you are just big fans of Beagles or whatever it is, right? But in any case, light up the comments. Let me know which of these books looks most interesting and exciting to you. Please share this video far and wide with your SFF reading friends. Like it if you enjoyed watching it, and above all, please subscribe. That is how this channel grows. And until I see all of you next time, happy reading.